like I said this morning, I'm going to start putting on classroom, so that is where gradually we have we build our classroom, and it's going to become really a 4E classroom. And at the end of each year, you go to different classes to know that this is 4E and it's different from the other classes. So at the start of the year, we had this. Remember, I shared with you. Correct. So I'll put it up. Yesterday it was about talking about growth mindset. So I will get this up as well. So all of us may be on different steps. Okay, we may all be on different steps of readiness. Be it we are on the step of, I'm at the stage of, okay, I'm not very sure how to do it, but I want to do it. I want to achieve a certain goal. Maybe some of us are at the stage of, I'm not able to do most of the things by myself. Can I do more? Or at the stage of, I can't manage myself. So, yes, or like I said with you on Monday, I have a good conversation with Parisa about managing screen time. And she's got mommy to help her to manage that. So she's starting to sleep on time, earlier every day, be able to feel fresher when she's in school, and be able to catch up with her work in class. So that's great. So we all have an action plan that we need to have. And talking about action plan, that's here. Previously, I referred to how we manage our own time, how we get started on tasks, being ready, how we organize ourselves, keeping a record of our homework, how we plan to start and do our work. Okay, how we be able to stay focused, persevere through tasks. So I'll pick this up. Apart from that, like I said, I want to start putting up your work. Say is your artwork activity. I didn't have time to clean up the snowflakes yet. I will clean up. Okay, I didn't forget. So I'll put up. This is nice drawings. Yes, all right, and these are the folded. Okay, this Jetrin's drawings. Very nice drawings. Okay. Yeah. So I also picked up and took some time to zip your journals, to put up some of your work on the paper. Then we can use it to help us refresh our memory on the different things we learned throughout the year. So this one, factors and multiples. Okay. And then we have on symmetry. Okay, all your different work that you did. Okay, and then this one on fraction, starting on fraction. Yesterday, when I took a video, I realized that I didn't turn on the video on my phone and the microphone on my phone, so I didn't manage to catch the images. But now you can get to see what I was talking about. Saw it in class as well, just not in the recording. And I'm really saying, I must really praise Afiq. This is Afiq's work, I'm so proud. He's taking such a huge step to improve himself and do better. You can see his handwriting is improving also. And he put in effort to design his journal tasks. I'm so proud of him. Good job, Afiq. Okay, must keep up the good effort. So I'm going to use yours to decorate the class as well. So this is our learning. Okay. So I'll put this up around the classroom. This is our learning. And then, of course, my guides for you. And also your creative work. Okay. So you can share with me my designs, my work, and then I'll place it up around the classroom. Okay? Sorry? On the other side, like this. Okay. So I'll probably paste it on Friday. So when Friday you're around, you can help me to paste. Okay. Moving on to today's task. I must really say, we need to be patient and wait for you to be ready. But you can't take too long. So I said, I'm very proud. Also, apart from Afiq making the sets to do better, so she just handed in his review one and his symmetry worksheet as well. Even though, yes, Zashi, I already marked the whole class once already, but I'm so happy that you handed in. And it really doesn't matter when you hand in. It's never too late. And of course, also because Zashi was absent for a while now. Okay, he was the term one last week, he was absent for a while. And you can see that he caught up with the learning. Okay, and I'm proud of him. Okay, so yes. Sure, come, you can pass it to me. Okay, so today we move on to you. First, Afiq wants to put out his artwork. Oh, okay, wow. I see, okay. I will pick your artwork and then we'll put it up. Okay. So yesterday's homework we were talking about until page 92, right? And completing these pages. I hope you are done it already. Today I want to move us on to the next activity that's got to do with the number line. Now, for those of us who have tried this, that's great. Maybe you could tell your friends around how to do this. Okay, so I will tell you the task for today. So today's task, all right, so previously we were yesterday we were following up with our mixed numbers. Recess time we had a bit of a fun with a quick recap on Kahoots, on equivalent fractions. And then yesterday also recap some of the vocabulary for fractions. Then essentially we're moving on to mixed numbers. Talking about mixed numbers being special in such that you now have this term called mixed number. It's a mixed up of whole numbers and fractional parts. So our friends have drew examples as well. So we did this journal and we did some of the workbook questions. And at the end of yesterday, I asked you if our mixed numbers, how are they meaningful and how are they not really meaningful when you're reading it. Okay, and units of measurements, we will be looking at this a bit more as we move along, especially to word problems. Okay, so today's task, it is becoming important that we are accurate, that we can pinpoint exactly where you can find fractions on the number line. In this case, we are looking at mixed numbers. Previously, we did the polo band. Okay, previously we did the polo band, and it's just representing the mixed number in terms of quantity. And we had some, let me stop share. And we have some of us, I'm keeping this because I would like to share with you some very interesting methods. And slowly, when I review
refresh some of it, okay, some of the work that you and your friends have done, you realize that some of your friends, they have actually moved on to take some shortcuts. Take some shortcuts when they are answering, trying to cut the follow bun. Okay, which is our next learning objective tomorrow. So, for example, this is a Phantom King group. Where's the Phantom King group? Over there previously. So 2.5, they show 2 holes of the polo bun, and then they cut half of the one of the polo bun in the half. So 2.5. One group rule equations. Never mind, I will show that again. And then this is 1.25. And then this is 4 and 1/8. So 4 holes and 1 tiny piece, which you fold. Basically, you fold up as much as possible to equal parts, and you snip apart. Right? Okay, so that's on the polo bun. Now we move on to the challenge of putting this accurately. So the thing about fraction and shapes like this, you can represent it on quantity, but you really want to look at how can I find and position it on the number line. So same thing as previous, we will need the paper, the giant paper. There's some cutting to do. Okay, there's some cutting to do. So likewise, same thing, I fold. This time I can fold like this, because I'm looking at number line, so I fold this way, long side. Okay, like this, then I fold again. Can see? Okay, so this is how I want the paper to be folded. Okay. Folded already like this, then we try. We want to be as accurately as possible. Now, problem, so I'm going to ditch this, and I'm using, like, for example, this is a French loaf. Then it's easier to see that you can actually have 1 whole French loaf, and then you can easily fold it into halves and quarters and eighths. Like a bar model. But the problem is still it's not really equal in equal parts, right? It's like roughly equal, but not exactly equal. So we will not use this French loaf, and we'll go to bar models. Now this is an important activity because when we start to solve fraction with word problems, the bar models is an important skill up to when you are primary 6. Okay, and it's essential that we start it right now. So you need to first, number 1, arrange your tables. I have 4 of you here, 1 group, 4 over there, 1 group, 4 here, 1 group. Ayla, Taha, Haran, 1 group. Owen, Zahir, Kevin, Nigel, 1 group. 4 of you, 1 group. Yutong, Afiq, Aisha, Taisha, 1 group. The 5 of you over there, 1 group. Okay? Now, what do you need? The same activity as we did in the polo bun. Your tables are clear. I don't need you to have the worksheets now. I'm not going through the worksheets. You are doing the activity. What I need you is you have at least 4 tables joined together, front and back. Then you have 4 tables front and back. And okay, you don't need your worksheets, you don't need your books. Now, the items you may need, I'll share my screen here again. Now, items you may need, number one, a marker, a pencil, a ruler. I repeat again, I don't need you to grab the worksheets. Clear your tables of the worksheets. You do not need so many scissors, Adrian. Yeah, 1 scissors per group, please, or 2 per group. You just need 2 scissors per group. Right. Can I have your attention, please? All right. I don't want to see the worksheet on the table. All right. I've shown you the first example on the screen. What I want you to do is try to be as accurate as possible in drawing the models, joining the border bars. This is an example. There's a number line. The mixed number, the first one is 1 1/4. Your task is to find how I can put 1 1/4 on the number line. At the same time, showing the size, the quantity of the bars. Now I cut this out by myself, 1 piece by 1 piece. Please use them wisely. We have 15 minutes for this task. You need the paper. I folded the paper in this fashion. Look, in this manner, so you can have a long number line other than on the short side. Can you understand? So fold it this way. One person get the equipment. Make sure you have, each group has at least 2 scissors, 1 glue, 1 marker or pencil, 1 ruler for the number line. Next, send 1 person here to pick up the bar sticks and paper. Seven. All right, which group hasn't got a paper yet? Okay, get started. The first example is given. You're welcome. All right, the first example is given. Any group without the paper? You're welcome. Okay, once. Please start with the first question now. The first one is 1 1/4. 1 1/4. Can you do 1 1/4? Can you show me the first example, 1 1/4? Please all, get your groupmates a job to do. Carissa, ask Yitong what you're supposed to do. The first one, 1 1/4. May I ask, how do I know what is 1? 0 to 1? How do I know what is 0 to 1 on the number line? I will use the bars to help me. So the first question was 1 1/4. I'm using to help you. So the first one is 1 1/4. I take a few bars to maybe chart out my number line first. So here 1, 2, 3, and maybe 4. Okay, so it looks like this. So maybe it's like this, and I can already chart out my 0. So there's 0. Here's one whole bar. Here's 2 whole bars. Here's 3, and here's 4. Now, can I find where 1 1/4 is? Can I find where 1 1/4 is? So maybe I will take this piece and make quarters out of it. So now the order and the place is important. We are looking at the number line. So there is half. So I've got 1 whole here. There's 1 whole. I got a half. So that's the half. But the question is for 1 1/4. So I think I have to fold this again. And I've got 1 1/4. you understand this? Do you understand this? Okay. So that's one example for you. Can you try the rest on your own?
I'll show you the questions again.
So the next one you have is okay, coming around to see. Oh, looks really nice.
Okay. You need to draw the number line out. Where's the number line? Where's the number line? I would like to see the number line drawing from. Kevin, I think the two boys here are working well, but not only that, the family somehow. Can you go and help them? They are a bit lost about it. You know what to do? Huh? Yeah, with this group, right? You see what they do? Can you go and guide them? They are very sure. Then the questions are there. Yeah. Can you draw the line? Can you draw the line out? Kevin, please go and guide them. You don't know? Okay, then you tag along with Owen then. Owen, can you help over? Go over and help them. But I'm going to get Kevin to help you. Let's keep there. Sorry? Yeah, there's another question there. Sorry, what are you saying? This is a labeling of a bar model. The number line will be on top. Can you draw that on top maybe? Yeah. Yeah, this is fine. This is great. Keep this going. It's good. Very nice. Is it correct though? Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, there's one more space. Okay. You need to get friends to help you. The rest of them are at the home question. You can't do it by yourself. It's too slow. Get the friends to help you. Tell them what you can do. Okay, you've got any process already close to completion? Okay, very good. I'll move on to the next. I'll move on to the next. Okay, so I'll move on to the next slide. Okay, and I'll share the next slide. If you notice, actually, we are looking at similar questions from our previous
Wherever you are done finished, wherever you are, get back to your seats now. Place your space now. Pick up extra sticks and then put it to me. Okay. All right. Back to your seats, everyone.
Okay, so let's take a look at what happened with some of our friends' work. Okay, now at this point, accuracy, like I say, is the most important factor. Like before, it's match we're looking at. So being able to be accurate and doing it fast is what maths is about. Now, what do I mean by accurate? Accurate means I have to go size code. When I put them on a number line, even if I was to take away those bars, I clearly know where the next number line on the number line you drew. The group has not moved the tables yet. So let's take a look at what some of our friends did. This group here, they were clear with, okay, I need to know, so they labeled the holes and they need a fractional pass. And the thing about this group is they rely on what they know as unit fractions. So what they did to help them, what they know they need to help themselves with these fractions is that these mixed numbers is that they have the whole center. I think most of us we are clear with that. It's how are we going to represent the fractional part? So this group here, they rely on unit fractions. So if you look at this group, they're quite fast, one of fast groups. Because they know the fraction, the mixed number they need to represent. They zoom into the denominator and see what kind of unique fractions they need to form. So the wholes are not an issue. Wholes are quite fast. Everybody can recognize the whole, right? It's a fraction parts that we need to form and find out. So here, 1/4, half, and 1/8. And then this here, 3/4, so they know it's 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4. Put the quarters together, and the fact is the same. You realize that they go with the strategy of the unit fraction. Now, the next group here, this group was the last group, in fact. They was a little confused. They do not know what to do yet. Now, let me share with you what you're supposed to advance to. It's supposed to be the fraction. You're able to recognize the mixed number as well as soon improper fractions and fractions and decimals on number line. For the purpose, remember we did the number line. Ultimately, we need to know how are we going to arrange that? How are we going to compare that? Now, there's this group here. They have some of idea. They're a bit of an idea. So she was busy trying to draw the line first because she heard something. You need the number line. But then she drew the line already. She tried to cut the parts. Now after that, she realized, okay, this is not quarter parts. That makes a mistake. And then there was this group here. Where is it? Here. Here, this one. Somebody here. Anyway, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this is 8. But exactly how accurate is that? You kind of see that you get the idea towards the back. But what I mean is, and then you have, yes, here it is. Okay? Now, in this group, I think, I said, okay, first they drew the parts. I said, I need to draw the number line. So he drew the number line. Then he realized that he tries to label 8s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Is this correct, fractional part?
At first it was correct. Then this is 8. If this was 1, 8, then the parts are wrong. He said this is half, but 0 to 2, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
So
The spacing, the number of size parts are
problematic here. Now, it's actually how this one. First, I can see the quantity. Slowly, I need to
be able to move on that I don't see the quantity.
Like I don't
See physical bars.
but I'm
I'm able to draw accurately still. So based on just one bar, I can draw. This is 0, 1,
2, 3, 4. And then after that,
don't need it anymore. And what do I get out of this? 1, 2, 2.5.
2.5.
And then you need to move to this stage. So I move on to the next question. 4 and 1/8.
I have a bar.
0,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I
don't need it anymore. I know I need the 8s. So I just cut half, quarters, 8s.
and you need to
Be able to do this. The group over there, you are stuck for so long, that cannot happen. You need to think about how to distribute your jobs better. Right, okay. The homework is still until page 22 only. Tomorrow we'll move on to this in our workbook. Now please get ready for your English class.